Hey, how's it going? This is Kenneth 14621, and I just wanted to give you my takeaways from the Cowboys preseason game. I think we did pretty good. Now they said, oh, they didn't have a lot of their starters in, but still, I think our starting offense did well against a 49ers team that has a lot of depth. Clearly, they have a lot of depth because when we took out our starters, they started coming back and doing better. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the way football is. A lot of times, and probably most of the time, the better teams don't do very good in the preseason because if you spend a lot of money on your starters, you don't have a lot of money to spend on good backups. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you heard the announcers. The 49ers were playing guys, deep into the third quarter and stuff like that they said had a lot of football experience. You know, uh, they don't have a lot of guys that they pay a ton of money to, so they have the money to pick up these free agents, a lot of good free agents, and if you don't finish very well, you get top draft picks. So they have a lot of top draft picks. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not worried about that. As long as then so the good team doesn't have the high draft picks and they don't have the backups that are that good, because that's just the way it is, man. If you're paying your starters a lot of money, your backups aren't going to be good, So, really, I was very impressed with our running game. I mean, Pollard is a smaller running back, and, I don't know why you draft a guy that can't do it all, that doesn't have speed and power. But he has a little bit of power, but he doesn't have the type of power that a lot of running backs have. But it can work. There have been a lot of small, fast backs that did really good in the league. I think Jamal Charles wasn't even 200 pounds. He was like 195 pounds. And of course, Marshall Faulk and Barry Sanders wasn't that small. He was small, but he was like over 200 pounds. But he was kind of like Pollard. But he was a smaller back though, but he was really short, so he was really thick, which I don't think Pollard's that tall, but still, definitely a speed guy. Emmitt Smith definitely had more power than him, and there were definitely a lot of guys in the league that had more power. Not a lot, but there were quite a few at the top. But there've been guys like that, So I'm not, and I tell you, what could very well wind up happening is Ezekiel Elliott doesn't play, and this Pollard guy comes in there and just kills it and leads the league in rushing. I really believe that he can do that. Look at how many backs we've had since we've had this offensive line that have led the league in rushing. DeMarco Murray did it. DeMarco Murray still has the all-time most yards, the highest yards in a single season for a Dallas Cowboy. Even Ezekiel Elliott has never got that much. Emmitt Smith has never had as many yards in a single season as DeMarco Murray. And DeMarco Murray wasn't as good as Ezekiel Elliott. I don't know. That's debatable, but per se, because just Elliott was just a higher pick. And Darren McFadden, dude, he led the league in rushing. I don't care what you say. So, he finished fourth. See, people go back and look at stats. I'm going back and looking at stats, guy. Okay? He didn't lead the league in rushing. Okay, so you have to remember that season before you can talk. If you don't remember that season and you're just, I'm going back and throwing stats in your face. Yeah, he finished fourth in rushing, Darren McFadden, but he didn't start until the 7th game of the year. He didn't even play until the 7th game of the year and still finished fourth in the league in rushing. So you tell me if he would have won the rushing title that year if he had been playing all those games. He won the rushing title. any back who's played an entire season or who would have played an entire season with this offensive line all healthy would win the rushing title. Okay, now I'm not saying get on your horn and start saying, oh, time for the Cowboys to win a Super Bowl, because you never know what happened. Zach Martin and Tyron Smith could go down with injuries. You know what I'm saying? Ruining our entire season. And Pollard. And I'm sorry to say, Pollard was good, but anybody behind Pollard was not good. You know what I'm saying? So I was looking for Alfred Morris. I thought we picked up Alfred Morris. So I don't know if we still have him, but if Alfred Morris is still on the team, that's a good thing. Because he may not be a very fast guy, but he's an old, savvy guy who can get you 4 and 5 yards a pop. Maybe break one for 15 yards. You know what I'm saying? He can't break the long ones, but that's not what football's all about, you know. But, so anyways, though, so yeah. You know, that's all we really need is some good backup running backs from what I saw. And the tight ends look good. I mean, the Johnson guy kept dropping passes, though, man. I mean, I know that guy runs good routes, man, but if you can't catch a pass, I mean, I don't know. He dropped a lot of passes. You know, I mean, I didn't see it. It's not like they, you know, replayed it in slow-mo. I didn't really get to see the slow-mo of every drop, you know, so it may have just been a coincidence and it had been some bad throws that he couldn't really reach. But they say he runs good routes, but you got to catch the ball, man. I think that was a problem with Rico Gathers, man. You know, I mean, if you're a young football fan, you don't realize, dude, when it's Super Bowl, you know, when you're in the Super Bowl and you're throwing a ball to win a game and a guy drops it, it's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, that's why drops are such a big deal. You might not get that many drops, but really, drops are like fumbles, dude. You rarely get a person open anyway. I mean, a lot of the time, you don't even get a guy open to catch the ball. You know what I'm saying? You know, like first, second down, you may not get any yards. And that third down pass, you need that. You know, that drop could turn into a punt back the other way, a turnover, pretty much. You know, so even the best receivers, if Terrell Owens dropped the ball enough, they wouldn't have him, especially in important situations. You know, trying to think about what Taco Charlton looked really good. I've always thought Taco Charlton looked good every time he played. I mean, I guess he's had injuries or something. I don't know. He hasn't played a lot, but I always thought he looked good, you know. So I think it was a first round pick or something like that. But yeah, I'm excited about that. Of course, we didn't see Witten. We didn't see Cooper. I think Cooper's injured. We didn't see Martin. But Pollard got a lot of yards without Martin. I mean, if Martin had been out there, who the heck knows, dude? He may have broke a freaking 40-yarder, you know. But, so, you know, defense, starting defense looked pretty good. I didn't think they looked overwhelmingly good, but they looked good. I mean, the pass defense was good. I mean, that's just how our defense is. They step up, make plays every once in a while, you know. But some plays they look good at, you know, against the run. If I can't remember, I thought they got a couple yards on us a couple times. But hopefully Van Der Esch will start getting stronger as the season comes on, because I think he missed a tackle. But I mean, that's all I can remember. This video is running kind of long, but I thought we looked pretty good. I mean, we lost the game, but I think last year we didn't do good in the preseason, you know. When we won the Super Bowl, we lost like every preseason game, you know, and looked horrible in the preseason, you know. So that's just because you're top heavy, you know. Your players at the top that are starting are getting all the money, you know. But so that's what I think. I really hope we can get Zeke back. I mean, I don't think paying him $13 million more dollars is really that big of a hit to our cap, So, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm not questioning the Joneses or the people that are involved in it. Maybe it is, but I mean, I just don't know. I don't understand the logic in not paying the best running back in the league just $13 million more dollars. You know, I mean, so I understand he's been in trouble and stuff like that, and if that's what it's about, that's fine. But I don't think he's been in much trouble. I mean, I don't think he's done anything that's too bad. I mean, so. But maybe they know something I don't. I don't know. So, anyways, though, so I'm not going to doubt them. Maybe it'll work out right, but definitely think the team would be better with Ezekiel Elliott. I don't know. Maybe Pollard will wind up being better than Elliott because he's faster. Maybe he'll break a lot of touchdown runs, but I don't know. So we'll see. But I mean, I don't see any backups, and you're going to have to put your backup in sometimes. When you're running, because your running backs can get tired. I don't see any backups that were doing too good, but anyways, so. And Austin looked good. Tavon Austin looked really good. We had a few receivers I thought that looked good. Michael Gallup looked good. I mean, really, I keep waiting on Michael Gallup to look better, though. He gets open and he catches the ball because he's fast, but I don't see him making spectacular catches. Maybe he does, but the major thing with him is I don't see his run after the catch. I'm not talking about straight line running. Like when he caught that hitch, he should have spun. If he would have spun to the outside, that's what we were always taught to do in high school. You catch the hitch, and then you jab step one way and you spin when you turn around to run. You know what I mean? I guess he was trying to get the first down. He was just going to try to power it past the first down. I don't even think it was third down, He could have spun and got a lot more yards, But, so, yeah, but I thought a few receivers looked pretty good. I'm sad that our linebacker got hurt. He was looking really good before he got hurt. I mean, he had that interception and everything. And, it looked like it was pretty bad. I mean, it looks like he's going to be out for a few weeks, so. But it's the name of the game, That's why you never say for sure your team's going to do good because you never know what injuries you're going to get, So, anyways, though, so there we go. There's my little rundown of the Cowboys preseason game. Let me think if I missed anything because I really want this to be I really want to talk about everything. I thought the starting offensive line did very good, but the backups didn't do very good at all. So, but we had a few guys that maybe we could plug in there if people get injured. But as a whole, I don't think they did very good at all. I mean, at the end there, they were just killing our quarterback. I mean, they were killing him, dude. So, let's see. Offensive line, defensive line look good. Linebackers look good. Look real good. Defensive backs look real good. Running backs, I talked about them. Wide receivers, I talked about them. Quarterbacks. Cooper Rush looked pretty good. I mean, Mike White didn't look so good. He made a few throws, though. Don't forget that. He made a few throws on them outs. But didn't look very good. But Dak looked really good. So, there we go. So there's my full rundown. Thank you very much.